Okay, so yeah, welcome to Pickup. So first things first, let's crack open the box and see what we got. Okay, so open the box first thing first. We have the official rules document. Everything we're gonna explain and walk through here is in the rules. But also, note there's a QR code here. If you kind of visit here, you can get to a 5-minute rules video that will kind of teach you the basics, how to get started. So put that aside for now. So, all right, in the box first, you have a center court token. I'm gonna take it out, put it aside. And then 2 orange dice, I'm gonna take those out, put it aside. And then I'm gonna set up the play area.
Yeah, so I mean, pickup is cool. It's really a deck building game, so keep that in mind. And the goal is to eventually score 40 points. So you can play 1-on-1, 2-on-2, but the goal is to score 40 points and build up your team throughout the game.
There we go. So first things first, we're gonna separate out our cards. So there's a couple different types of cards. So first you want to separate out your rookie cards. So this is the rookies, there's 6 of them. So I'm gonna take those out, put them aside. Then your veteran cards, there's 4 of these.
Shouts to the vets.
Shouts to the vets.
What about vets?
Then separate your front office deal cards. We'll explain what these are in a bit. And then you should have 40 player cards left. I'm gonna put these aside. So first, actually before we do, I'll show you the cards. I'll take Christy here. So on each card has a player, their name. So we have Christy 1 here. They have a offensive value, a defensive value, shot zones. These kind of determine if you score when you roll. We'll get to that later as well. And they'll have 1 or more special abilities, kind of, special skills they have to, kind of change the game a little bit. And they each have a trade value. So you see Christy's 5. So now let's set up our starting lineup. So each player starts with the same cards. So we both start with 3 rookies. Here you go, Chi. I'll take mine over here. And each player starts with 2 veterans. So 2 over there.
Yeah, starting 5 like normal, like basketball.
Like normal basketball. And then we're going to take the remaining player cards we have over here, this deck, and we're going to shuffle them. And this is going to be our trade deck. Keep it simple. So you're gonna put your trade deck down, and you're gonna take the top 5 cards and put them face up to make your trade block. So we have Cassidy Crush, Sonia Salib, Edwin Clawhands, Tiana Truth, and Davita Weston. Some of the best players in the game off the bat.
Yeah, so I mean, a trade block, right, is basically a section where both teams can get players from. That's all that means. And so throughout the game, we'll acquire players from this collective pool called trade block.
Cool. And then we'll take our front office deal cards, and we just put them in a pile over here next to the trade deck. So front office deal are special cards. We'll get into more detail later, but there's something you can pick up through the course of the game. And then it allows you to kind of choose between ways to give you more trade value or to get cards out your deck and retire cards. We'll talk about it a little later. Okay, so then both players, they take their starting lineups and they shuffle them. Okay, and then you put them face down in front of you, and that's going to be your starting lineup. Want to do the same?
Yes, sir. And some comments in the chat. Thank you very much. Here's my lineup. Face down. Boom.
Okay. So then each player gets a dice. Put the center court token in the middle of the court. And then we each roll to see who go first. The highest roll gets to go first. Okay, she rolls a 5, roll a 2. You go first.
Yes. So the court is pretty much going to be 3-on-3, right? So the court has 3 spots on each side. So 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So imagine a 3-on-3 court. You can also print a court on our website, right? So if you use that QR code Ian mentioned last time, this QR code will take you to our website, which has like the rules, has a court you can print out. But for us, we will try to make a game which can easily be like transportable, right? And so really having a very small box, not have the physical board, makes the game easy to kind of carry around and take different places. So that's why we have this token, which is going to be really going to send to the game as our center court token. Cool. So I go first. So I'm going to pick up my 3 cards. So you pick up 3 cards each round. So the top 3 cards from your lineup. And so I got 3 cards here. And essentially, I can choose to put these in the court. So I'm going to put 1 card here, spot number 1, spot number 2, right? Spot number 3. So I have my 3 court spots filled up. And I am going to choose to use 3. I'm going to choose to bench my rookie who has a 1 value, bench my veteran who has a 2 value, so 3. I'm going to bench 3 value here. And so your bench, right, is essentially going to be a stack face up next to your lineup. And your bench is how you make trades. Okay, once you bench players that round, you bank their trade value. So I took off 2 players from the court. I took off the veteran for 2, rookie for 1, right? And so I benched 3. And I'm going to use that 3 bank value to get a front office deal card for 3 as well. Okay? And once I get this card, it also goes to my bench. And so I've done that. I made my trade. I have the veteran on the court still. And I am going to choose not to shoot and end my turn. And so once I say my turn is done, right, Ian? My turn is done, I'm not going to shoot. I can pick up my next 3 cards now, okay? This is very important, okay, folks? So I'm going to pick up my next 3 cards from my lineup. So 1, 2. I only had 2 cards in my lineup. So because my lineup has no more cards, I am now going to shuffle what was my bench, right? Put that face down. That becomes my new lineup, and pick up 1 more card to complete my 3 draw. And that's something which, like, you do it a few times, like, kind of awkward if you don't know deck building games. But once you get that simple thing down, the game makes so much more sense. So now my turn is on Ian's go. Ian's you go.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do something similar, and I'm going to put a player on the court. I'll put it across from this veteran here, and then I'm gonna take this veteran here and put it to my bench to bank the 2 trade value, the veteran as well. I mean the rookie as well, rather. In my bench to bank another trade value, and so that's 3. And I'm gonna use that 3 to also get a front office deal card. And this time I'm actually going to, I think I'm gonna take a shot. So the way shooting works is that with a player on the court, once per turn, you can choose a player you want to shoot with. You just kind of push them forward, and then you roll the dice. And then if the dice roll ends up landing on one of the player's shot zones, then it's a made shot. So to hit a shot here for this veteran, I'd have to roll a 3, 7, 8, or 11. So I'm gonna roll, and I rolled a 9.
Nice.
So that's unfortunate. So we don't reward missed shots here. So if you miss a shot, that player goes to the bench.
And your turn is done. So shoot is your last move each time. Or to shoot or not to shoot is your last move each turn.
Yep. And if you don't have any players on the court, then you obviously can't shoot. So then you can end your turn at that point. So now my turn's done. So I'm gonna do my draw. So similar to what she did, I need to draw 3 cards. So I draw 1, I draw 2, and then I need a 3rd one. So that means I get to shuffle my bench. And my bench is going to be my new lineup. But it also means that now I can pull that front office deal card in one of my draws. So I'm going to pick up my 3rd card. And what do you know? It's a front office deal card. So now I can use it now that I was able to shuffle my bench. So Chiefs, your turn.
Yep. So, okay. So here's what's in my hand, right? This is what I drew. I am going to choose to use this front office deal card, right? Oh, can you see that? There we go. So this has 2 options, right? This lets you either add 3 trade value that turn, or you can use this card to retire a player on the court, bench, or in your hand. So any card that's visible, you can retire that. So I am going to choose to retire this rookie that's in my hand and send that out of my team for the rest of the game, right? And these are single use only, so I'm gonna put this back into the stack, right? I'm going to put my remaining card in my hand on the court in this position, right? And this is tough, man. Like, it's a very heavy trade deck right here. I can't do much. I am going to choose not to shoot, and Ian's your go.
Okay. So yeah, it's kind of tough right now. As she mentioned, it's kind of hard to get enough trade value to get a player. I can use some front office deal cards and my rookie and veterans to maybe grab a lower cost card, but I think I'm gonna use my timeout. So in pickup, each player has one timeout. Yeah. And so basically the way that works is that you're able to basically take the trade block, shuffle the trade deck, and then reset a new trade block. So I'm gonna use my one time after the game to reset the trade block to have more options of players I can bring on my team. So shuffle.
Yeah, that's tough because most times you want those 12s out there, but like it's tough to like get to a 12 value for a trade with like rookies and veterans. Like typically you want to get a 6 or a 7, right, or a 5, and from that point build up to a 12. It's tough to get to a 12 from like rookies and vets. That's why Ian called time out there. I'm glad we got one more 12 out there. So 12 is the highest value in the game. The cards go from obviously a 1 a rookie up to 12. So you really want those 12s in your team eventually.
Yep. So with my hand, I don't have the most options right now, but I do want to. I think I'm gonna use a front office deal to also get rid of a rookie from my hand. It won't be too useful later in the game, so I'm gonna get rid of him, and then I'm gonna put this rookie down across from veteran to play defense.
Good choice. Okay. I only have 2 more cards left on my team, so I can only use 2 in my hand right now, which happens sometimes. I retired 2 rookies earlier, so I have a total of 1 plus 2 is 3. Wow, this is tough, man. I have 4. I have 6. Okay, I'm gonna use 5.
There you go.
I'm gonna bench my veteran for 2. Okay, I'm gonna bench this rookie for 1 more, so that's 3, and then bench this vet. That's 5. So I've benched 5, right? I'm gonna use that 5 to get Arjun Bade for 5. And once I get him, he goes to my bench. And I am going to.
And then when someone is bought from the trade block, you just replace them with the next top card on your trade deck.
Yeah, it should always be 5 cards here at all times. Always 5 cards in the trade block at all times. This is tough, Ian. This is really let's get this game going. I'm going to choose not to shoot. I got to keep this trade value out here, kind of make a trade next round because, you know what I mean? This is.
Yeah, so I'm also gonna bench some cards who get some trade value. Try to get William Justice over there on my team. So I'm gonna bench this veteran right here for 2. This veteran for another 2. That's 5.
Yep.
That's 4. Plus this rookie. That's 5.
There you go.
And then grab William. He goes to my bench,
Yep.
and then we replenish the trade block and have Arya Knox out there.
Yeah. Let me shuffle this.
And then I think, so I think I'm gonna try shooting with this rookie, try to get some early points, especially while there's no defense there. We'll spend offense and defense a little bit when it becomes more relevant. So that's a 6. It's not only scoring number, so it goes to the bench. And then and my turn there. And then,
Ian, 1 second. Yeah, so as you can see, right, me and Ian right now have all our cards spaced out, right? So we both have our benches full. And so once again, anytime you have no more cards left in your lineup, anytime you have no more cards spaced down, you have to shuffle your bench to make a new lineup. So I'm going to shuffle this, right? That's a really key, that's something which I've seen lots of people sometimes forget, but I think that's the thing which will make the game that much easier for you kind of play it first time. So I'm going to pick up my 3 cards, 1, 2, 3. There we go. I got Arjun in this hand, so I got lots of cheese here. I have 5 plus 2, I have 8 plus, I have 9 trade potential right now to make a deal with. And so I am going to actually use, I'm going to use 7 of my 9 trade potential, right? So I'm going to go ahead and grab Iowa Knox. So I have options here, right? So I have options here.
yeah, you have 7. Well, you have 9. So yeah.
I have a total trade potential of 9 right here. So 8 in my hand plus 1 in the court. That's 9. So I am going to choose to grab Iowa Knox because I like her a lot, and she has the special ability of Spark Plug. So anytime she goes on the court, I get to draw a card from my lineup. So I'm supposed to draw in 3 cards, I get 4. So right now it's super useful. I like her a lot. So I'm gonna pick her up my team by using 7. So sorry, I messed up. Yeah. Then I'm gonna put this veteran on the court, and I'm gonna shoot with the veteran. Let's just take a shot here, man. So I have to roll 3, 7, 8, or 11. So I have to roll 3, 7, 8, or 11 to make a shot with her. And so wish me luck, folks. Here we go. Money balls. I roll a 4. Okay, tough. And because I missed, she goes to my bench.
Okay. So it's my turn now. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8 total trade potential right now. So I think I'm gonna try to upgrade my team. So I'm gonna send this player, Justice to the bench, this veteran to the bench, and I'm gonna draft.
That's 7. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Scotty Stoops. He's a pretty good player.
Like Scotty.
Has some skills such as Dimer, which adds 2 and 12 to his teammate shot zones when he's on the court, and he's a lockdown defender. So anyone he's guarding can't score when they roll a 7. So he's on my team as well. And I'll put this rookie on the court. I'm just gonna leave him out there. I'm not gonna shoot this turn.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a second and check for comments to see if anyone has any questions at this point.
For sure.
Let's see if anyone has a question, anything you want to clarify before we move forward. Take a little pause here.
Yeah. It's a deck building game, so build your team up early on. So the question which I answered in the chat was, if there's more than 2 people, how do you divide up leagues and bets? It's 2 teams, right? So you can play 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 in terms of people. I think 1-on-1 is fun, but 2-on-2 is also fun, right? So I like to play 1-on-1 to have someone maybe like referee and like commentate. So that's also fun too. Someone else. I think we're good. That's the only question we had so far. So let's keep on flowing. So it's my go, right? So I'm pick up my 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. There we go. This is why you draft. Okay, a Spark Plug, Iowa Knox. So I'm gonna put her down. Okay, she has Spark Plug, so I can pick up an extra card. Remember I told you guys earlier, Iowa Knox, Spark Plug, useful. Okay, so she's on the court now. So I pick up an extra card from my lineup. Boom. So now I have 7 plus 5, so I have 12 trade potential. I'm gonna use all 12 and bench everybody to get my boy Jamie Posters on my team. So Jamie 12 goes to my bench. Once again, once you trade for a player, that player goes to your bench initially, and then after your lineup runs out, you can shuffle your bench, and then they can come back and play.
Okay,
and you go.
It's my turn.
Yep.
I'm just gonna build up my roster in these early turns. So I'm gonna go put William Justice to the bench for 5. Then this veteran for another 2. It's 7. And I'm gonna go Gianna. Then I'm also gonna put this rookie on the court. Just for court presence, but also to kind of save them for later to do a bigger trade, maybe my next turn. If they stay on the court. So punish the trade, bro.
Cool.
Go ahead, G.
Everyone saw me shuffle, but once again, I've pulled out Iowa Knox into my hand after my shuffle of my bench. What luck. So boom, Spark Plug, draw an extra card, boom. Oh man, we got some players out here, huh? I'm gonna bench Iowa Knox again, so I like her. I'm gonna bench this rookie for 1. From my hands, that's 8. I'm gonna use the 8 to get Dante $1. Boom. New card comes out from the trade deck. Boom. Okay. I am going to place down the rookie right here across from this rookie, and then place Arjun Bade in the open court spot, right? Because he has no one across from him. There's 3 spots. Now I'm gonna shoot with Arjun. This could be a I have to roll 3, 6, 7, or 8 to make the shot. Come on, baby. 5. I hate 5s. I hate 5s. I hate 5s. So I rolled a 5, and 5 is not in the shot zones, right? So you see here, folks, I have to roll 3, 6, 7, or 8 to make the shot. I rolled a 5. I missed. So because I missed, he goes to my bench. Tough game, man.
I'm glad you missed that shot. That gave me a chance to catch up a little bit. So still trying to build my team, and since he missed a shot, I kind of have an opportunity to do so. So I'm gonna bench Scotty Stoops from my hand. That's 7. And this veteran for 2 more. That's 9. 2 more. That's 11. And I'm gonna draft Jade Shadowcaster, one of my favorite players, to my team. And then we fill the trade row. And then let's see, my 2 left over. I think I'm gonna leave these rookies out here. Not ready to start shooting quite yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick up my 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Jamie Poster comes out, my boy. So I'm gonna put Jamie right here in the open spot. Okay, I'm going to bench my 2 veterans. That's 4. I'm going to bench the rookie. That's 5 trade value bench. I'm going to use that 5 to get Crystal Cross. Okay, Crystal Cross is a 5 trade value, so boom. Now I'm going to shoot with Jamie Poster's open shot. Okay, come on, Jamie.
That's gonna hurt.
Dunk on them, Jamie. Dunk on him, Jamie. Oh, man, I rolled a 10. This is tough. So once again, folks, I'm rolling cold right now. Hate to see it. I had to roll a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I rolled a 10. I missed once again. This is not how I play most times, I promise. Get a little camera shot here, man.
I'll take it.
Get a little camera shot here. I can't make a shot.
So what I'm gonna do now is I take advantage here. So I'm gonna send this veteran to the bench for 2.
Yep.
Send this rookie to the bench for 3.
Okay.
And we use that 3 to get a front office deal.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna put Gianna and William Justice on the court.
Okay.
And then since she has no players, I'm trying to take advantage of that right now. And just take a shot. Take a shot with Gianna here. So let's see. So I'm gonna roll. So for her, I need to hit a roll of 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9.
Money.
So that's a 6. So you see, 6 is one of our shot zones. So now that counts for as an 8-point shot. He has no defender, so it counts for all 8. So score is now 8-0.
Yep, 8-0. 8-0. Well done, sir.
And so yeah, it's Chief's turn now.
As you can see, right, as the game progresses, you get more cards in your team. You can start to make moves now. The game is picking up. This is how pickup goes. I'm gonna put Dante here across from the rookie, who's a weak defender on 1 defense. You know what I mean? Attack the mismatch. I'm gonna put Arjun Bay here, play some defense on your 8 offense. I'm gonna put the steady vet on the outside. Oh man, I really like Ryan Box, but I feel like I need points. So this is the game, right? You trade, because once you shoot, you can't trade anymore. Shoot's your last move. And so I'm going to choose here to fire away with Dante $1 against your rookie. Let's go, Dante. 3, 6, 7, or 8. Come on, Dante. Come on, Dante. Give it to me. A 3. Thank you, Dante. So I rolled a 3. 3 is good. So 9 offense, right? Minus a 1 defense. It's an 8-point shot.
So yeah, this way scoring works is if you hit a shot against a defender, you take the offensive player offense value and subtract it from the defender's defense. So in this case, Dante hit for the 9 offense minus the rookie's 1 defense. That's an 8-point shot. If you make a shot, it always counts for at least 1 point. So even if Dante, it's like if the rookie had a 9 defense, you'll still count as 1 since you made a shot. And also, when you make a shot on someone, the defender goes to the bench because they got to play defense.
Nice. So score is 8-8.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple things here. Okay, Gianna, I need to. Well, actually, yeah, I need to borrow you for a second. Your trade value. She's gonna go to the bench. So I get 7 trade value and send this rookie from my hand to get 9. to grab Ryan Rocks on my team. I like Ryan because she's a floor general. She makes her teammates better, basically. So when she's on the court, the other players' offense get better. So also going to put on the court, have Jade Shadowcaster guard Dante, and have Scotty Stoops guard Arjun. And then what do I want to do here? So Dante, he's kind of a threat in the court, especially since he's a floor general, so he's boosting his team's offense. So I want to try to take a risk to get Dante off the court. So I want to shoot with Jade, and if I score, Dante goes to the bench. But if I miss, Jade goes to the bench, so gotta measure out the risk reward of this move, but feel good about it.
All right, you gotta take shots to win the game, man. Yeah, you gotta make shots. Take shots, make shots. That's the game with pickup.
So roll the dice.
5.
It's a 5.
5
is not one of her shot zones. So she goes to bench. How do we take a risk? And now I left that myself open on defense. So hopefully she can't capitalize, but we'll see.
Oh yes, I will. Ian. Don't worry about that, man. I got you. I'm gonna use. Here we go. I'm gonna use. I need some more defense on my team, and I respect this guy a lot. He's an executive producer. And so I'm gonna bench 7. So bench 5 Crystal Cross, bench Yvette for 2 more. That's 7. I'm gonna use 7 to get E Smooth. Okay, he is a 10 defense. That's a lot. That's pretty good. He's also a dimer. Helps his teammates out in the court. I am going to bench my veteran and put in Jamie Posters right here. And I'm just gonna attack the open spot. I'm gonna shoot with Dante $1. So I'm pushing forward. Open shot here could be a 9. Golly, keep going 10s and 5s, man. I rolled a 10. 10 is not miss shot zone, and so a miss shot goes to my bench. Easier though.
Okay, so I'm trying to capitalize
8
a little bit.
8 to 8.
Put Ryan Rocks on the court. Then take this opportunity to improve my team a bit as well. So I'm gonna put Scotty Stoops to the bench, and I'm gonna draft Dwayne Buckets. Buckets is in the name. And then I'm gonna send the rookie and veteran that's left in my hand to the bench for 3, and use that 3 for front office deal card. Then I'm thinking, oof.
What you gonna do, Ian?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
What you gonna do, Ian?
All right.
Talk to me.
I like this defensive matchup to hold off Jamie Posters for now, but I gotta be careful because Jamie Posters have a special ability called Pick and Roll Specialist. Pick and Roll Specialist. So most times when you put a player on the court, they have to stay in that position. One thing about Pick and Roll Specialist is that once per turn, you can switch their position with another player on the court. So I like this matchup with William Justice guarding Jamie because 6 defense against his 6 offense doesn't trouble me too much. But Jamie can easily switch with Arjun, so I'm a little worried here. So I think I might take a chance and shoot with William to see if I get Jamie off the court. So roll the dice. That's a 6. 6 is one of William's numbers, so that's a made shot. Williams' offense is 2, whereas Jamie's defense is 8. So it's a net negative, but since I made the shot, it counts as for 1 point. And then Jamie has to go to the bench.
Poor Jamie.
So it's 9 to 8.
9 to 8. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play my spark plug, Iron Knox. So I have to shuffle my bench, make a lineup for the spark plug. When the player is placed on the court, you draw a card from your lineup, and Iron Knox is on the court. So boom, draw an extra card. Cool. So I realize it's tough to tell who's going. It's people who have voices, but they can't see who's going. So maybe keep our hands back if it's not our go, right? So you keep your hand back real quick, right? So it's my go. I'm gonna keep my hand forward so people know like this side's active right now. You know what I mean? Because we're talking.
Yes. Continue.
Yeah. All right, go. Yeah, I was just around.
We're live.
Yeah, fifth wall. Let's go. So I have 4 on my hand here. I'm going to bench all 4.
What do you have?
So I have a rookie for 1, a rookie for 1, a vet for 2, so that's 4 total. I just benched. So I'm going to use that 4 I just benched to get Lourdes Vidal. So I need diamonds in my team. I'm rolling bad, so I need some players to help me out. Put a new card out here. Daniel Dimes comes up. I'm going to shoot with Argent, open shot. Possible 6-point shot. Here we go. This is tough, man. I rolled 11.
You gotta hit a shot.
Yikes. So roll 11. That's not one of the shot zones. After roll 3, 6, 7, or 8, I missed. So he goes to my bench.
Okay, so it's my turn now. All right, so I'm gonna use this front office deal card to retire this rookie. Just get it out of my hand, my lineup. That rookie's out of the game. Just kind of thin up our roster a bit and to kind of keep better players kind of in my rotation. Then I'm gonna put Gianna Urcella on the court, and I kind of like this configuration. I'm gonna just take a shot on this open side. So we'll roll the dice.
Keep rolling 10s, man.
What can you do? That's not one of her shots.
I haven't seen as many 10s in the game, and like,
You just gotta, over time, it balances out.
yeah, you're right. All right, here we go. So it's my go. I'm gonna go ahead and get some points. I'm gonna put Dante $1 open spot. Jamie Posters right here, play some defense. I'm gonna keep Knox out there. I'm gonna bench Crystal for 5 and use 5. You get 3. So I have some change of 2. It's not a big deal. I'll live with that. I'm gonna shoot with Dante $1. Right here. Come on, Dante. Give me a 3, 6, 7, or 8. Give it to me. 8 money. So that's a 9-point shot. So 9 offense minus 0 defense. And so I have 17 now. 17 to 9.
9, yeah.
My lead.
Okay.
Remember, the game is 40, and so those big chunks
Make a difference.
make a big difference.
Alright.
Those big 8 and 9-point shots make a difference.
So I got another front office deal come up. I'm gonna use it again to retire this veteran. And then I'm gonna put Jade Shadowcaster on the court to fill out the court. Let me choose what kind of matchup I'm looking for. So actually, I want to shoot with Ryan. So Jade Shadowcaster, she's a pick and roll specialist, as I mentioned. So I'm gonna use her ability so she can switch spots with Ryan Rocks, and I'm gonna have Ryan shoot on Dante.
Come on, leave Dante alone, Ian. Come on. What are you attacking Dante for, man?
That's 7.
So you made it.
See, that's a made shot, and also Ryan's on the court with a floor general, Jade. So floor general, all your teammates have add 1 to their offensive value, so that technically counts as a 9 offense versus Dante's 4 defense.
Yep. Oh, defensive anchor. Thank you. So I have Jamie Postus on the court. He is defensive anchor, and so he adds 1. So down here he adds 1 to his teammates' defense, and so essentially I neutralized Jade. So he's a 5 defense now, Dante. So just normal.
So that's out, luckily.
Yeah. So
in this case.
8 minus 4, 4-point shot.
Yep. So that's 13 for me.
Yep.
And then Dante goes to the bench.
Yep. All right. 1, 2. Shuffle my next one. So I guess this, just in case, let's reset the whole board. I think that's a good call. So, so right here we have a game of pickup, right? And so we have here is what we call our trade block. So it's always going to be 5 cards out here, from which we can trade for to add to our teams. Those cards come out from what's called a trade deck. So As cards get picked up from the trade block, a new one comes out from the trade deck. The game of pickup has 40 characters, which are going to be in the trade deck, right? And we have built our team up from having the same starting 5, 3 rookies and 2 veterans. And throughout the game, we have essentially taken the rookies out by using this front office deal card. This front office deal card lets you either make trades, right, at 3 trade value, or lets you retire a card from your team. And so you want to kind of build a strong team over time and get your weaker players out as the game goes on. And so both sides have what's called the lineup. And so that's a card you kind of pick up 3 from each round. And then over here is going to be face down your bench. Face up your bench. And we're playing a 3-on-3 court. And so 3 sides. So right now I have 2 players on my side. I have an open spot. And Ian has all 3 spots filled. The score right now is 17 to 13. So she's winning, tight game, and it's first to 40.
First 40 wins.
First 40 wins. So let's get back to it. It's my go. In my hand, I have my 3 cards right now that I just drew from my lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and place down. I'm going to place down. I need some shot makers here, man.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna place down East move. I'm gonna bench Argent for 5, bench the vet for 2 more, so that's 7. I'm gonna use that 7 to get Kevin Waters for 6. Kevin Waters. A new card comes out there. And I am going to choose not to shoot. Into your go.
Okay.
Play some defense. Play some defense. Hey, I'm gonna let you shoot yourself into an open spot. That's all it is.
Sounds good. So yeah, pretty good defensive team. What do I want to do here? I'm going to send William Justice to the bench and put down Gianna Larcella to guard Jamie. And then I'm also going to put this rookie as veteran and this rookie to the bench as well. That's 5, 6, 7, 8 trade value. We got a front office deal. This puts me now back down to 5. And then I'm gonna grab Brittany Dunlap to the team. And then I'm gonna shoot with Gianna. That's a 4. That's a missed shot.
Oof. See that, folks? Sometimes you gotta let your opponent shoot themselves out the game. And so it's my go now. I'm going to use my front office deal card to retire a card from my bench. I'm going to retire my veteran. Thank you, vet, for your service, but it's time to go back. So I'm going to put the front office deal card back in the stack. Single use only. I am going to, yep, here we go. I'm going to bench Iron Knox for 7. Put down Dante. I'm going to bench Crystal Cross for 5 more, so that's 12 now on my bench total. To pick up Danielle Dines for 12, welcome Danielle to the team. I am going to use Jamie Poster's pick and roll ability. So Jamie Poster has pick and roll, which Ian explained earlier, right? Let you move around, which you can't do otherwise. I'm going to use that to move Dante over here for an open shot. Now I'm going to shoot with Dante. 9 potential points. I gotta roll 3, 6, 7, or 8. Come on, 7. Come on, 7. 6, good enough. So it's 9 more points. So 9 plus 17, that's 26.
Okay.
26 to your what, Ian? Your
13.
13. And if you make a shot, you stay on the court. If you miss, you go on the bench.
Okay, so Una. Put Mr. Buckets on the court over here.
Yep.
Um,
Winning buckets. Solid player, man. Good shot zones. Sharp shooter.
and what else do I want to do? Oof, this is tough right here. Then I'm gonna put Scotty and Brittany straight to the bench.
That's 11.
Yes, I continue 11. And then I'm gonna grab. Ooh, who do I want to grab? Grab Christy. Christy 1. Oh, it's tough. And a front office deal card.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna shoot with Mr. Buckets himself. That's an 8. That's made shot. So Dwayne, he has a 7 offense, and he's on the floor with 2 floor generals, so that boosts his offense to 9.
Yep. And so that's 9 offense. Dante is a 4 defense, but I have Jamie Posters, who is a defensive anchor, who adds 1 to his teammates' defense. So that means Dante is now 5 defense.
So that's another 4-point shot.
Yep, 4-point shot. So yep.
So that's 17.
26. And so Dante goes to the bench. I go 1, 2, 3.
No, Dwayne.
Yeah, a point we should make is that you can make multiple trades in a turn, right? It's like you don't have to make one trade. So as long as you have enough trade value, like that you banked on your bench, like that round, right? You can get multiple players, but you gotta make sure that you make a trade and then put a new card into a trade block, right? And then make a trade. You can't like
It's trade 1 by 1.
you trade 1 by 1. Correct. Thank you, Ian, for being way more succinct than I am. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna put the vet out here, play some defense vet. You know what I mean? Be useful. I'm gonna bench these 2. I'll need them. a player in my hand who has a 7 offense, being Crystal Cross. We'll put Crystal Cross right there. I'm going to, so I have 7 benched. I'm going to bench Kevin for 6 more, so that's 13. Total on my bench just this round, so I'm going to use, got to get Tiana Truth for 12. Still Tiana. So once again, folks who just joined, to make a trade in this game, whatever you put in your bench that round. So I put down Iron Axe on my bench for 7. I put down Kevin Wallace for 6, that's 13.